Hello student, myself Digan Sakhewala. I am your science teacher. Last time we learned about motion. Okay. Now we will discuss again about some scalar quantity and vector quantity. Scalar quantities are those quantity for their complete description we need magnitude only. Values are important. That is called scalar quantity. One example is time. Time is never depend on the direction. Everywhere, whenever you go anywhere, then time is constant. So time is what here? It is a scalar quantity. Vector quantity, the quantities which require magnitude as well as direction, both are important. That is called a vector quantity. Like displacement. Okay, displacement is depend on the final position and initial position. So displacement is a vector quantity. Okay, so we in every physical quantity we will discuss about two things. That quantity is scalar quantity or vector quantity. Today we are going to learn about two quantity, that is called speed and velocity. Okay, same way we are going to learn about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Okay, so uniform motion, whenever you want to remember any definition from the word, you can remember what is uniform motion. Uniform means if object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, then we can say that object is in the uniform motion. Okay, suppose you are going on such a road where no hurdle are there, no obstacles are there, and in 5 minutes you cover 2 kilometers. In another 5 minutes you cover 4 kilometers. Another 5 minutes you cover 6 kilometers. Okay, so you can see here time period is same. Always in 5 minutes you cover 2 kilometers. So this type of motion is uniform motion. When any object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, that is called uniform motion. In day-to-day life, most probably it is impossible to achieve the uniform motion because there are so many hurdles are there. Suppose you are traveling on the road, at that time it may possible that bridge come, so your speed automatically decrease. Okay, or somewhere there is a signals are there. At that time also your speed is decreased. At that time you are not able to cover equal distance in equal interval of time, so we cannot say it is a uniform motion. So in generally in day-to-day life we experience non-uniform motion. Okay, so we describe the non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion means if object cover not equal distance in not equal interval of time, then it is called the non-uniform motion. Simple word, if object not cover equal distance in equal interval of time, then we can say that that motion is a non-uniform motion. Okay, suppose I am come out of the home. Okay, so after 5 minutes I will get the rickshaw. My rickshaw or my auto is stopped at the signal. Then my rickshaw pass the bridge. So every and each time what happened, my speed is different, my velocity is different. So we can say that at that time we are in the non-uniform motion. If object not cover the equal distance in equal interval of time, then that is a non-uniform motion. Okay. Dear student, last time we learned about the distance and displacement. So from distance we can learn speed, and from displacement we can learn velocity. Okay, speed is the scalar quantity and displacement is the vector quantity. So if the rate of motion of an object, to find out the distance traveled by the object in unit time, the quantity referred as speed. It is calculated by, it is represented by unit meter per second or meter into centimeter second inverse. Okay, this is called unit. Okay, and it is find out by the either MK system or CGS system that we learn in the some basic part of the science. Or centimeter per second or kilometer per hour. Simple definition of speed is total distance covered by an object in total time. That is called the speed. Okay, or distance covered by the object in unit time, that is called speed. So distance we know it is meter according to MK system, and time according to MK system its unit is second. So we can write meter into second inverse. Dear student, always remember that we represent any unit either in the MK system or CGS system. We will not use any other unit. Okay. Now, dear student, many times we come to know that when your result comes, then many people ask you that what is your percentage. Okay. So what is a percentage? Percentage is the average mark. In all subjects, your marks are not same. So average is taken. So average is called the percentage. Same way, whenever I am traveling on the road, my direction is same. So at that time, my speed is continuously varying because of so many conditions are there on the road. Sometimes I apply the brake, sometimes bridges are there, sometimes there is a traffic. So always my speed is different. So because of that reason, if I'm going to calculate the speed, I cannot calculate the exact speed. I have to calculate the average speed. So for the average speed, how we can calculate the average speed? Like whenever we have to count the percentage, then we add all the marks of all the subject and divide by the total subject and multiply by 100, whatever procedures are there. Okay. Same way, average speed has definition that total distance covered by an object in total time, that is called the average speed. Okay. So you have to also remember one other quantity, that is called average speed. Okay. Total distance covered by an object in total time, that is called average speed. Okay. Now next quantity we are going to learn about the velocity. Units are same, meter per second. Okay. Or kilometer per hour or centimeter per second. These units are same. But you remember that speed is the scalar quantity. It depends on the distance. Velocity is vector quantity and it depends on the displacement. Everything is same. Okay? Because velocity is depend upon the direction, because displacement depend on the direction. We already know displacement means the difference between the final position minus initial position, that is called the displacement. So whenever we give the definition of velocity, then we will use the word displacement. Okay? Displacement divided by time. Okay? Displacement divided by time is called the velocity. Or we can say that displacement of an object in unit time is called the velocity. So velocity V equals to, we can write displacement divided by time. We can represent displacement by S, distance, divided by time T. Now according to MK system, displacement S, that is meter, and time is second. So again it is same, meter into second inverse, as the speed, meter into second inverse. Okay. Dear student, as we know that speed is never constant, same way velocity is also not constant, because as we are traveling in different area where my directions are constantly changed, at that time my velocity is also changed. So at that time we cannot calculate the exact value of velocity, we have to calculate the average velocity. Okay. But here some changes are there that you have to remember. Okay. Average velocity means total displacement divided by total time taken, or total displacement in total time is called the average velocity. Okay. So we will use one special word here, or special symbol, that is called U. Small u indicate the initial velocity and small v indicate the final velocity. Here we discuss about, in this chapter or in this standard, we will discuss about two velocity only. If the velocity are 2, if I come out from the home, my velocity is u, and if I traveling on the any vehicle, then my velocity is v. V is the final velocity. Then average velocity we can write. There are two velocities are there only, so u and v. So v average we can write in this type way. V bar v average equals to two velocity are there. U plus v divided by 2. Suppose more velocity are there. I come out from the home. At that time my velocity is 2 meter per second. Whenever I am going by vehicle, at that time my velocity is 10 meter per second. And suppose my velocity is increased. Okay. At that time we can use, suppose 3 velocity are there, then x plus y plus z. 3 velocity are there. 3 are there, then divide by 3. And suppose n number of velocities are there. I am going so many places. So V average equals to x plus y dot 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 n observation. N time my velocity are there, then divide by n. Understand? I hope you understand. Again, I may remind you, dear student, that u is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity.